video, we'll be learning how to solve the quadratic equations using a quadratic formula. So I'm going to start with how does the quadratic equations look like is that's ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b and c are the constants. It could be any numbers. It could be positive, it could be negative, it could be any numbers. Now, what else do we need to know is to find out this quadratic, to solve these quadratic equations, we are using the quadratic formula. So what is the quadratic formula is minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a, where a, b and c are the coefficients of x square, x and the constant by itself. So now we'll be looking to some examples where we'll be solving these quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. The first example is with the non-calculator. So whatever the working out we'll be doing without using the calculator for the first question. So what are we always supposed to do is, because we know that the general form to write down the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. The first thing we need to see that our quadratic equation must be written in this form. And then we see that whatever the coefficient of x square is, that is a. So we're going to write down a is 5 here. Then whatever the coefficient of x, which is minus 4, is your b. And c is minus 12. Once you have got your value of a, b and c, then you're going to write down the quadratic formula, which is x equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. You're going to sub in your a, b and c value into the quadratic formula to find the value for x. So I'm going to write it down x equals to minus from the formula. B is minus 4. So whenever you write down any value, as I said, we always write it down in a bracket form. Then there's a positive and negative sign together. There's the square root. B square means, again, you're writing down the value of b, which is minus 4, in the bracket, and there's a square then. If you don't write down this minus 4 in the bracket, then you'll come out with some different value and you would lead to the wrong answer. So make sure whenever we are subbing any value, it means that it must goes in the bracket. So we have got b square, then there's a minus. From the formula, there's a 4. Then we have got a, which is 5, and then c is minus 12. The whole thing having a denominator, which is 2a, so which is 2 times a means 2 times 5. You're going to do the simplification part now. So negative and negative makes a positive, so it would be just 4. Then there's a plus minus, there's the square root. Minus 4 square means minus 4 times minus 4, which would be positive 16. Then because we are multiplying these three numbers together, this negative and this negative. So when we multiply the two negatives together, we get positive. And then 4 times 5 times 12 would give us 240. The denominator would be the multiplication of 2 and 5, which would be 10. So remember that because this is a non-calculator question, so whatever we can do is the simplification without using the calculator. We'll be having 4, then there's a plus minus, we add them together. So when you add 240 with 16, you get 256. And then you're having a denominator which is 10. Now you see that is 256 is a square number or not. So 256 is a square number. So we're going to write down 4 plus minus the square root of 256 is a 16, and then there's a 10 in the denominator. From here, because we are solving the quadratic equation, we are aiming to get the two x values. So from here, we're going to split the positive and the negative sign separately. So now I'm going to write it down as x equals to 4 plus 16 over 10. You would have one x value from here. The next is x equals to 4 minus 16 over 10. You'll get another x value from here. To solve the first one, you see that you'll get 4 plus 16 is 20. 20 divided by 10 would be just 2. So this is the first x value we are getting, which is x equals to 2. To get the next one, we're going to do x equals to 4 take away 16 would be minus 12. Minus 12 over 10 would be minus 1.2. So here we have got the two solutions of this quadratic equation. Now we have got the next example where we have got the quadratic equation given as 2x squared plus 4x minus 7 equals to 0. I'm going to write down on the side that we expect the first thing to see our quadratic equation to be written in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now we're going to see that what's the a, b and c value is. So a is whatever the coefficient of x squared is, which is 2 at the moment. Then b is whatever the coefficient of x is, which is 4. And c is the coefficient by itself, so which is a constant value, and it's minus 7. Don't forget to take the negative values, because these values, like if it's a negative, you need to take it with the negative sign. I'm going to write down the quadratic formula now, which is x equals minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over the whole thing divided by 2a. I'll be using now this formula to sub the values into it. So minus is there. B value is 4. I'm going to write it down in the bracket. Then there's a plus negative. B square means you do 4 square minus 4. A is 2 and C is minus 7. All the values which are replaced with the letters, I put them in a bracket. So I'm not going to get any kind of the sign mistake then. In the denominator, 2 times A means 2 times 2. Once you'll be done with this part, now we're going to do more of the simplification. So when you do minus times over 4 would be minus 4. There's a plus minus. Now you expand out what you have inside the square root. So 4 square is a 16. You multiply these three terms together. So this term, and this term, you're multiplying them together. So because you're having two negatives, when you multiply the two negatives would be positive. And when you do 4 times 2 times 7, you'll get 56 then. In the denominator, we are having 4. Remember, we are doing a question which is from the non-calculator paper. So now, I'm going to do the further simplification of what we are having. So it's minus 4. And then we are having plus and minus signs. When you do 16 plus 56, that would give you 72 here. The whole thing divided by 4. Now, we see that now 72 is not the square number. How we're going to further simplify it? We try to split 72 as a multiple of any square number then. So x equals to minus 4 plus minus, this 72 we can split is as 8 times 9 makes 72. We know that 9 is a square number. So we can write it down as minus 4 plus minus, the square root of 9 is a 3 and then we are having is a root 8. Because root 8 is such a number that can further split with another square number which is 4 times 2 which makes an 8. So I'm going to further simplify it which is minus 4 plus minus. We have got 3 already outside. When you find out what the square root of 8 is, it would be 2 root 2. And we are having a common denominator 4. We can do one more step of simplification. So that would be minus 4 plus minus. Then two numbers written outside the square root will multiply together would be 6 root 2 divided by 4. We get until here. Now we're going to see that can we factorize the numerator. So from the numerator we can factorize 2. And we will be getting minus 2 plus minus. How many 2 make 6 would be 3 root 2. And there's a 4 in the denominator. The further simplification of that would be x equals minus, because you're going to simplify it now with a 1 and 2. So in the numerator now you're having is minus 2 plus minus 3 root 2 over 2. Now what you're going to do is now you're going to write them down separately by using one time as a positive sign in between and the other time you'll be using a negative sign. So I'm doing the last step over here. So this is what we are having so far. I'm going to continue on the other side here. So you're going to write down the first solution to be x equals to minus 2 plus 3 root 2 over 2. And the next solution we'll be having is x equals minus 2 minus 3 root 2 over 2. So I've written down the whole thing once with the positive sign and once with a negative sign. Now here it says that solve the equation x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals to 0. Give your answer to one decimal place, and this is a calculator paper question. So with the calculator paper question, most of the time this says that to write down the answer to one decimal place, two decimal places, or whatever it could be. We're going to start with the same thing by taking what's a, b and c is. So a is 1 because we don't have any coefficient of x squared, so it means it's a 1. From the equation we know b is a 5 and c is 1. So all three of them are positive. The quadratic formula is minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. I'm going to use this quadratic formula and sub the values in there. So that would be now minus 5 plus minus square root. B square means 5 square. Then minus 4. A is 1, C is 1, and the whole thing divided by 2 times 1. We're going to do the step of simplification now, which is minus 5 plus minus. When you do 5 square is 25. 25 take away 4 would be 21, and there's a 2 in the denominator. Now, because we know that 21 is not the square number, and we need to write down the answer to one decimal place, so we're going to do by using a calculator now. So I'm going to split my x values into the two different forms. So I can write down x equals to minus 5 plus root 21 over 2 would be the first one. The other one, when you write down x equals to minus 5 minus root 21 over 2 would give you the next solution. When you type this in the calculator, the first one, you just have to type down exactly the same thing how it's written. And because you're writing down the answer to one decimal place, so you're going to get minus 0.2 for the first one. Remember that your answer should be to one decimal place. If you write down to 2, 3 or 4 decimal places, you would lose 1 mark of the accuracy. So it is important for you to just like underline this so you would remember you are writing down the final answer to one decimal place. The other solution you'll get when you sub in this whole thing in the calculator exactly how I have written there, and you're going to come out with another negative solution which would be minus 4.8. Here we have got the two solutions. They both are the negative values and are in decimals because this says that you write down the final answer to one decimal place. Here we have got the last example on this topic. So we are solving this quadratic equation by using a quadratic formula, and we are writing down the final answer to two decimal places. So now for this one, as I said that the quadratic equation needs to be written in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is not written in that form. We have got something on the right hand side as well. So we try to first write down the quadratic equation into this form. So here initially it's given as 3x squared plus 10x. Then there's a plus 5 equals to 7. You do minus 7 on both the sides. The reason for doing that is because you want the right hand side to be equals to 0. So you do minus 7 on both the sides and you'll get 3x squared plus 10x. When you do plus 5 minus 7 would be minus 2 equals to 0. Now we have got the quadratic equation written into this form. We can write down what a, b and c is. So the a is the coefficient of the x square, which is 3. B is the coefficient of x, which is 10. And c is the coefficient, which is the constant, and that would be minus 2. You use the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now you're going to do the next step to sub the values into it. So you write down x equals to minus b means minus, and there's a 10 plus minus square root. Then you're having b square means 10 square minus 4. A is 3 and c is minus 2. The whole thing we're going to divide by 2a. And because we know what the a value is, so rather of writing down 2a, we're going to use the value of a, which is 3. We do the step of simplification here now. So minus 10 plus minus. Square of the 10 is 100. Negative and negative makes a positive. And when you do 4 times 3 times 2, it will give you 24. The whole thing is dividing by 6. The next step of the simplification is, I'm going to write this down properly. So we are having a square root until here. Now we are having a next step of simplification where we're going to write it down x equals minus 10 plus minus root 124 over 6. We're going to split that into the two parts now. So we're going to write it down as, I'll be using a different color here now. So we'll be having x equals to minus 10 plus root 124 over 6. You get one solution from here. The other solution, and this will give you the solution into the two decimal places when you're writing down with the positive sign, would be 0.19. So now to get to the next solution, we'll be writing down the same thing but with the negative. So which I'll be doing on the side here using a green. So this I have done when it's a positive. I'll be doing the next one to be on with the negative. So I'll be writing it down x equals to minus 10. Then is a minus root 124. The whole thing is dividing by 6. And the solution you'll get from here would be x equals to minus 3.52. Remember, for both of them, I've written down the solution to two decimal places. And we write down the final answer over here that x equals to 0.19 and x equals to minus 3.52 are the two solutions. Because it's a quadratic equation, and for the quadratic equation, we always expect to have two solutions. It's not always the case that the two solutions we're going to get is always the two different solutions. It could be possible that you get the same values. So here's the whole explanation on how to solve the quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. I hope you find this video useful, and please subscribe my channel so you can just get updated with more videos. Thank you.